So basically, my friend's mom said to me, 14-year-old girls that look like you and have big perky breasts usually aren't virgins. And this is how I realized at 31 that my friendship trauma actually runs a lot deeper than I actually thought. Hi, my name is Lexi Jeanette. I'm currently on a journey of reinventing my life in my 30s, one habit, one challenge, one day at a time, to become the highest version of myself. Something that I realized on this journey of becoming is how important it is to build a community who's aligned with your purpose and the life that you're trying to build. If there's one thing that I've always struggled with my entire life is setting boundaries with people. And as a recovering chronic people pleaser, I used to let people get away with anything and act like nothing ever happened. And thinking about that recently reminded me of something that happened between me and a former close friend around 17 years ago. One day in high school, my best friend's mom came to pick her up, and I was really excited to meet her. I don't think I've ever met her before that situation. We were chopping it up or whatever, and as they were leaving, her mom asked her something, like in a different language. My friend turned to me, and she kind of looked at me with hesitation, and she proceeded to ask me if I was a virgin or not, because apparently little 14-year-old girls that look like me and have big perky breasts, apparently they aren't virgins. Like, news to me. That didn't do anything. Okay. Anyways, I told her, yes, I am a virgin. And when I said that, I think I need to do this a different kind of way. When I told her that, at the time, with me being so young, I'm pretty sure I was about 15 years old at this time, I didn't have the language to say what I was feeling at the time. I didn't even know how to speak up for myself. Didn't even do it in my own household, or wasn't allowed to. Oh, better. Getting somewhere. Had I have had the tools that I have now, I would have gone back to my friend and I would have had a conversation with her. I would have been like, hey, that interaction that we had the other day with your mom, that made me really uncomfortable. And not only that, I felt, and 17 years later, I'm still trying to figure out exactly how I felt in that moment. The only thing I can say really is that I felt like I was being judged. I felt ashamed or shamed in a sense. It just really bothered me. And I think about it, if I had known how to speak up for myself and set boundaries in situations like that back then, I think about how much I would have changed the relationships and situations that I went through later on in my adult life. But at the end of the day, I can't change the past, and all I can do is learn from it. And I think that's what becoming her looks like for me right now. It's becoming the woman that 14-year-old me needed in moments like that. The woman who speaks up when something doesn't feel right. The woman who doesn't laugh off something just to keep the peace. The woman who understands that community means nothing if I have to abandon myself just to belong in it. I can't go back and give that little girl the words that she didn't have, but at 31, I can make sure that I never silence myself like that again. And maybe part of finding my people is finally learning that boundaries, they don't keep the right people out. They show you who's safe enough to finally let in.